Welcome back to Giant Monster Games. I'm Adrian, and we are doing Rakdos. Burning Hands goes to League. We are in Game 3. So far, we have had a really bad losing streak. We have won a bunch of games, but we haven't won any matches. I should actually make this screen full size. Pardon that. What are we going to do? What do we think of this opening hand? We can keep this. We got stuff. We're going to keep this. This is an okay opening hand. Our opponent is playing first, so we will see what comes of this. What are we playing against? Looks like we may be playing against Naya Burn, possibly? Just because this is kind of a normal opening for them. It is our turn. We draw a Temple Bell, which is good. I think we're just going to play the Swamp so we can get Dragonskull Summit on tap next turn. And probably play the Howling Feast. Howling Feast? No. What? Howling Mine. We're going to play the Howling Mine next turn. And we're just going to skip through our opponent's turn. I'm assuming we're going to take a bunch of damage here. He's probably going to swing in again. Oh, what do we reveal? We revealed the Temple Bell on top, which we drew. And it's a Swamp. Goes into our hand. Fantastic for us. Unfortunately, we are taking some damage. I'm going to leave this open for a little bit until we remove this guy, because we will consistently be taking damage and potentially revealing cards. So we did get a land from that, which is good, which means we could play Master Feast next, not this turn, but the next turn, and then we can hopefully stop this shenanigans. And we got another Master of the Feast. That's neat. Well, let's play a Dragonskull Summit. Now, here's the question. Well, actually, it's not really a question. That we only have one turn to play. I don't generally, when I'm playing against, like, Naya Burn or a Burn deck like this, I generally don't want to be playing Howling Mine first turn, like as a second turn to play. I'd rather hold on to it and then play it a little bit later on, so they're not getting guaranteed advantage of it off of it. But, you know, it's kind of the way it's going to go this time around. We'll pass it to our opponent's turn, and hopefully we draw yet another. Oh, what is he going to play? 1, 2, I'm assuming it is going to be Lightning Helix. It is indeed Lightning Helix. And we are already in a rough position. Our opponent draws 2 cards, which is fine. We are not too concerned about that. We're actually just going to skip through our opponent's turn again. They're going to swing in. Hopefully we reveal another land. That would be ideal for us. No, he does play a second Goblin Guide. So if we do reveal a land, we may reveal a second land. Oh, it is a land. And so it should trigger twice. And we got 2 lands. Wow, drawing 2 cards off of that. That's pretty rad. Except for the fact we're down to 9 health, which is kind of dicey. Drawing 2 more cards. We draw another land and another Master of the Feast. Okay, so we have to play a Master this turn. We could, in theory, play what? I have 2 black. I would rather play a Mountain, because then the next turn we can... If I had a board sweeper, that'd be rad, but we don't. So it's gonna be Master of the Feast. Tapping, tapping, tapping. Here you go, Master of the Feast. And that will at least slow our opponent down a little bit, because he's not gonna be able to lightning bolt it. Mind you, if he swings in with the Goblin Guts, oh, with the discard as well. Wow, check that out. Passing to the end step here, and what do we pitch? We have 3 lands. We have 2 more lands in hand. We actually throw away the Swamp, I think, because I would rather keep the other 2 feasts and our potential win cons, and yeah, I'd kind of like to keep everything in here. Adamaro might not be bad to throw away as well. Generally against Naya Burn, we don't want to play Adamaro because he tends to not get very big. he becomes like a 3/3 for, or a 4/4 for 3, which is just not that good. Lightning Helix again. We're in danger territory. We are in danger territory, and let's pitch that Swamp. We need to side in a bunch more board wipers just to get rid of these guys. And yeah, very interesting. Oh, we're at 8. We have 1 more card to discard. Could be the Ghost Quarter, which is not a terrible idea. I think we're just going to throw away Adamaro. He's just not going to get big enough for us to want to play him. So he can go to the Grave of Yards. And what does our opponent? Does our opponent get us this turn? I don't think he has something that's going to deal with Master of the Feast. And if he does have something to deal with Master of the Feast, he can just go to our face, which is probably better for him. So he'll probably swing at both these guys. Yeah, okay, what do we reveal? Lands? Do we reveal lands? I think lands would be really cool to reveal again. It is a Lightning Bolt on top, which is actually very good. So we reveal Lightning Bolt twice. And now we need to go to blocks. Obviously, we're going to put this guy in front of him, And this could go one of two ways. Either we just take 2 damage and our opponent sits, or our opponent bolts Master of the Feast, or our opponent bolts our face, and then is just waiting to draw another bolt. So it can go... So he's going to Lava Spike us. And does he have a second... I'm assuming he has a second, like a bolt or something like that. Or a Boros Charm, maybe? Skullcrack will do it. We're going to go to sideboard, and we need to side to assume to go against this thing. First things first, we want to what? We're going to take out 2 Howling Mines, like, straight out the gate. And because they run a lot of 1-drops, the Ratchet Bombs are actually not terrible against them. Crumble to Dust could be okay, but I think it's actually too slow for what we would want to be doing against them. Doomblade, just because we want to be able to deal with their Monastery Swift Spears, their Goblin Guides, whatever other fast creatures they're going to be putting onto the table. Adamaro, you can come out. You are not going to be any good in this matchup. Technically, neither of these do. You guys are just not going to be fast enough either. So you can also come out. Silent Arbiter could be good, but I think it's too slow against Naya Burn. I mean, if we were playing against Elves or an actual just Goblins deck, then sure, but it's not. We are not playing against that deck. The other option is we could potentially throw in this guy to... This is like going to be like a 2 damage for 2 spell, which isn't really any... It really isn't worth the value. Shrapnel Blast, on the other hand, will be good, so we're going to throw that in. And we want to leave Eidolon in, we want to leave Pyro. All of this stuff is good. Anger is good. I think we might actually take out a single Rune Flare Trap. Maybe? Nah, we're gonna take out another one of our Toil and Troubles. Just they're not gonna get that much value. We're gonna be doing 3 cast it for 3 and do like 3 damage. So, and we will run that back as it is. We are gonna play first, which will hopefully be better for us, and we will keep this opening hand. We're gonna play Eidolon right away, and then we can get some blockers on the table. So we will keep. And we will do the normal Bloodstained Mire into a Blood Crypt plan, just because that's kind of the way the game goes. And we can actually take off this this marker right now. We don't need to be stopping on our opponent's draw step yet. Again, Goblin Guide. Let's open up some graveyards, and what our opponent reveals. I think it's actually our reveal that we're revealing. And he's obviously going to swing in with it, which is okay. And whatever we reveal, we can actually... Oh... Yeah, okay, well, we'll just let him reveal, and then we're gonna shuffle our deck anyways. Do I want to do it now? This is kind of a hard one. If I had a bunch of land down, I could or could not. So let's just do this just so we know what we're gonna be getting. And no, we're not gonna, yeah, that's not gonna come in tapped. Or untapped, sorry. And we do reveal a Ghost Quarter, which is fantastic. We could potentially use that right away to get rid of his... Nah, that's not gonna be worth it. Not going to be worth it at all. And yeah, go to our turn. We do take some damage, but it is not the end of the world. And we draw another land. That is not what I want to see. Yeah, okay, let's play Dragonskull Summit. Let's get our Eidolon onto the table. Do I want Eidolon? Yeah, I want Eidolon. It'll just prevent our opponent from playing other spells. So he can swing in. We'll probably just keep taking damage from his Goblin Guide, but we'll just prevent him from playing a whole bunch of spells, even though he will probably bolt it right away, because he will not go very long into the game if he doesn't get rid of it right away. So my prediction is bolt Eidolon right away. We will see if that is indeed what our opponent does. He goes to combat, probably because he's wondering, okay, maybe I'm going to chump block it with this guy. Not going to be the plan. And we reveal Temple Bell on top, which is fine. We're not actually going to play Temple Bell, I don't think. We're probably going to play Hangarback Walker. Actually, no, we're going to play Temple Bell. Definitely going to play Temple Bell. Largely because the plan being, if I play Hangarback, it's going to be played for 1. So here we go. He is also playing an Eidolon. Okay, well, that's a thing. I didn't think I would see that anytime soon. And, well, that changes things a lot. I think that changes things a lot indeed. We could, in theory, if we play Hangarback for 2, we're going to take 4 damage. if we wait for... yeah, okay. I am thinking we're going to Temple Bell. Actually, hold on. Cancel that. If we sit, we're going to take 4 damage just from the face. Yeah, we're going to do this instead. So I'm literally just going to pass my turn through. Let him attack him with both these guys. Let him basically sit on cards, and we're going to play Hangarback Walkers on 4s so we don't take damage. It's going to be the plan. We have 2 of them. We can, you know, just kind of get stuff out and going, and we don't have to worry too much about it. So, yeah, that's kind of a hard one. This is kind of a hard one indeed. And does our opponent swing with both things? I'm assuming he would, because either we chump the Eidolon or we chump the guy here. We reveal a Rune Flare Trap on top of the library, which at this point isn't that amazing. And what? We take our 4 damage, which is fine. We really need to find a way of dealing with burn better in our deck. I keep thinking about different ways of playing against burn, and I do think we may need to change the sideboard in the long run, because none of the cards in the sideboard really deal with straight burn decks, so we will see. We draw that Rune Flare Trap that we saw, which is not here, not there. I'm not too concerned about it. And then we are going to what? I think... well, we're waiting on our opponent. For some reason, we're stopped on our draw step with our opponent, which doesn't make much sense to me. It's not like... well, he might be playing... no, there's no way he's also playing, like, the Rune Flare Trap style. He'd have some kind of draw mechanic if he did. Mind you, Goblin Guide in this deck might be okay. Get some early game damage. No. I think doing, like, Chalice Road is better. So we are, at this point, we're just waiting on our opponent. Okay, what do? We can play another mountain, and then let's play our Hangarback Walker on 4. Yes. Yes. And we won't take any damage from that, because we paid a lot more than 2, or a lot more than 3. And then we will just pass it to... actually, we're not going to pass it to our opponent's turn. We are going to attack with our Eidolon. And what is our opponent thinking? Our opponent is thinking that he's not going to be doing anything. Again, he's going to be taking 4 damage as well if he starts bolting stuff. So, yeah, not very fun for our opponent, but very fun for us. And then depending on how it plays out, we may... next turn, we will probably play another land and then play another Hangarback Walker, I think is going to be the plan. And again, just keeping away from the damage and just let our opponent deal with playing his Eidolons, because it's going to be less value for him right now. For us, it's kind of indifferent. We don't really care one way or another. We will block his Goblin Guide, and we'll leave the Eidolon up. Master a Feast! Oh, that is definitely something that I wouldn't mind playing. We will block the Goblin Guide. We're going to get 2 1/1 Thopter tokens out of the deal, which is fantastic. Unless our opponent decides he's going to bolt it. He is not. And yeah, neat how that goes. So we'll be swinging with a bunch of stuff next turn. And what does our opponent think? We've left our Eidolons up because we can cast stuff for more than 3, and our opponent can't. I think this is how we're going to win the game, by double Eidolon. Main phase again. We may as well throw a mountain down, play a Hangarback Walker for 1, 2, 3, and a 4. Sure, red mana. Red mana is good. That's what we're going to do. So now our opponent has to deal with a second Hangarback Walker, and we will go to combat and literally swing in with everything. Pretty sure there's a thing where I can just right-click to attack with everything, can't I? Maybe. Huh. Having some game lag, that's kind of weird. Normally I don't. Well, not anymore, now that I have a new computer. And then that's all we are doing. So let's actually just skip until response, actually. Yeah. And what does our opponent think? He is going to do something. Playing Searing Blaze. Deals 1 damage to target thing, and 3 damage if you have a land into the field. Okay, well our opponent's going to take a bunch of damage from that, which I'm okay with, quite honestly. I think our opponent is going to lose faster than we're going to lose if he's playing that game. So, yeah. And then he'll take another 2 from our little flyers. which is fine by me. We are waiting on our opponent again, and I think at this point we are literally just waiting to go to our opponent's step. Our opponent's turn, not our opponent's step. Going to our opponent's turn here. And our opponent plays, I'm assuming, a Lightning Helix at this point. So he's going to do... Oh, Boros Charm. To me? Ouch. At 6? Wow, that's going to put me down to 2. Huh. Well, we might have just lost this game. Simply because of our opponent having all of the cards to draw. Because he's obviously not going to swing at this. We can't play anything small anymore. Mind you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... If he doesn't kill us right now, he suspends a Rift Bolt and he skull cracks us. That is going to be game. Wow, we did not fare very well against Burn. Sometimes we do quite well, sometimes not so much. It's a hard one to do. Anyhow, well, this is me going 0-2 in game number 4. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that we will do better in the next game. Until then, I'm Adrian, this is Giant Monster Games, and thanks for watching Rakdos Burning Hand Goes to League. Last game posting tomorrow. Okay, goodbye.